If you are over the age of 75 and you've been told that building muscle is no longer possible, that weakness is just part of aging, or that eggs are the ultimate protein you must rely on, then stay with me, because what you are about to hear may completely change how you think about strength, aging, and protein for the rest of your life. What if I told you there is a humble seed, something most people overlook or sprinkle casually on food, that in many ways supports muscle building far more effectively for older adults than eggs ever could, and that this single shift in thinking could help restore strength, balance, and independence even in your late 70s and 80s? This is not hype, this is not magic, and it's certainly not about becoming a bodybuilder. This is about rebuilding lost muscle, protecting your bones, and giving your body the raw materials it needs to stay strong, stable, and capable. And yes, this is especially important after 75, when muscle loss accelerates faster than most people realize. Let's start by clearing up a dangerous misconception. Aging itself does not automatically destroy muscle. What destroys muscle is inactivity, poor digestion, chronic inflammation, hormonal decline, and most importantly, inadequate and poorly absorbed protein. After the age of 50, and especially after 75, the body becomes less efficient at digesting and utilizing protein. You can eat the same amount you ate at 40 and still lose muscle. This is why so many seniors eat eggs, meat, or dairy daily and yet continue to grow weaker. The issue is not just how much protein you eat, but how well your body can break it down, absorb it, and use it to rebuild muscle tissue. This is where seed-based proteins quietly outperform animal proteins for many older adults. As we age, stomach acid declines. This is a critical point that is rarely discussed. Proper protein digestion requires strong stomach acid. Eggs, meat, and dairy are dense animal proteins that demand robust digestion. When stomach acid is low, these proteins are poorly broken down, leading to bloating, inflammation, and wasted amino acids that never reach the muscles. Seeds, on the other hand, especially when prepared correctly, offer protein in a form that is gentler on the digestive system while still being rich in essential amino acids needed for muscle repair. This is one of the main reasons many seniors feel heavy or uncomfortable after eating eggs or meat, but feel lighter and more energized after meals containing seeds. Now let's talk specifically about the seed protein that has gained attention in natural health circles and has been discussed by educators like Barbara O'Neill. We are talking about seeds such as hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, and sunflower seeds, with hemp seed protein standing out as particularly powerful for older adults. Hemp seeds contain all 9 essential amino acids, making them a complete protein, something that is quite rare in plant foods. But beyond that, the structure of hemp protein is primarily edestin and albumin, proteins that closely resemble human blood plasma proteins. This means the body recognizes and utilizes them with remarkable efficiency, especially when digestion is compromised due to age. Another critical factor is inflammation. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of muscle building after 75. Inflammation interferes with muscle protein synthesis, the process by which the body repairs and builds muscle tissue. Eggs, especially when consumed frequently, can contribute to inflammatory responses in some older adults due to sensitivities, oxidized cholesterol, or poor fat metabolism. Seeds, in contrast, are rich in anti-inflammatory compounds, including omega-3 fatty acids, magnesium, zinc, and antioxidants. These nutrients do not just provide protein, they create an internal environment where muscle rebuilding can actually happen. Let's slow down and understand muscle loss in aging more deeply. After the age of 30, we naturally lose about 3 to 5% of muscle mass per decade if we do nothing. After 70, that loss can accelerate rapidly, especially if mobility decreases. This condition is known as sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is not just about weak arms or legs. It affects balance, increases the risk of falls, slows metabolism, weakens immunity, and reduces independence. Many seniors end up in a vicious cycle where weakness leads to less movement leads to more muscle loss, and more muscle loss leads to frailty. Protein alone cannot break this cycle, but the right protein combined with gentle movement and proper nutrient support absolutely can. Seed proteins shine here because they are mineral rich. Muscle contraction and growth do not depend on protein alone. Magnesium is required for muscle relaxation and function. Zinc is essential for tissue repair and immune support. Iron supports oxygen delivery to muscles. Pumpkin seeds, for example, are one of the richest natural sources of magnesium. Hemp seeds provide an excellent balance of omega-3 and omega-6 fats, which support hormonal health, including the hormones involved in muscle maintenance. When you eat seeds, you are not just feeding your muscles amino acids, you are feeding the entire system that allows muscles to function. Another overlooked aspect is insulin sensitivity. As we age, many people develop insulin resistance, even if they are not diabetic. Insulin is a key hormone that helps shuttle amino acids into muscle cells. If insulin sensitivity is poor, protein intake becomes far less effective. Seed-based proteins, due to their fiber and healthy fat content, support better blood sugar control and insulin sensitivity compared to isolated animal proteins. This means that the protein you consume from seeds is more likely to actually reach your muscles and be used for repair rather than being converted into waste or fat. Now let's address the bold statement in the title that this seed protein is better than eggs. This does not mean eggs are bad or useless. Eggs can be a valuable food for some people, but for many adults over 75, eggs are no longer ideal as a primary protein source. The digestive burden, the inflammatory potential, and the lack of supportive minerals make eggs less effective than they once were. Seeds provide protein plus the cofactors needed for muscle synthesis without overtaxing the digestive system. In practical terms, this means better absorption, less discomfort, and more consistent muscle support. It's also important to talk about how seeds should be consumed. Simply sprinkling a few seeds on a salad is not enough to rebuild muscle at this stage of life. Preparation matters. Soaking seeds like pumpkin or sunflower seeds helps reduce phytic acid, a natural compound that can block mineral absorption. Grinding seeds into a powder or using high-quality seed protein powders makes the protein even more bioavailable. Chia seeds, when soaked, form a gel that is extremely gentle on digestion and supports hydration, another key factor in muscle function. Hemp seeds can be eaten raw, blended into smoothies, or stirred into warm foods without damaging their delicate fats. Let's talk quantity, because this is another area where seniors are often misinformed. Many older adults are told to limit protein to protect their kidneys. For most healthy individuals, this fear is overstated. What matters more than sheer quantity is distribution and absorption. Consuming moderate amounts of easily digested protein multiple times a day is far more effective than large, heavy protein meals. A tablespoon or two of hemp seeds in the morning, a smoothie with seed protein at midday, and a seed-enriched soup or porridge in the evening can provide steady amino acid availability without overwhelming the body. Movement must be part of this conversation. Protein alone will not build muscle if muscles are not being used. However, after 75, exercise does not need to be intense or intimidating. Simple resistance movements, using body weight, light bands, or even slow controlled chair exercises, can signal the body to use incoming protein for muscle repair. When combined with seed protein, these gentle movements become far more effective. Many seniors are surprised to find that within weeks, they feel steadier, stronger, and more confident in their movements. Hydration is another silent factor. Muscles are largely made of water. Dehydration reduces strength and increases the risk of cramps and injury. Seeds like chia and flax help the body retain hydration due to their gel-forming fibers. This is particularly beneficial for older adults who often do not feel thirst as strongly as they once did. Proper hydration enhances nutrient transport, including amino acids, making every bit of protein more effective. Now let's address hormones, because muscle is a hormonally active tissue. Testosterone, growth hormone, and insulin-like growth factor all decline with age. While no food can magically restore youthful hormone levels, certain nutrients support the body's natural production and sensitivity to these hormones. Zinc from pumpkin seeds, healthy fats from hemp seeds, and antioxidants from sunflower seeds all contribute to a hormonal environment that favors muscle maintenance rather than breakdown. This is a subtle but powerful advantage of seed proteins over isolated animal proteins. There is also the issue of gut health. The gut microbiome changes significantly with age, often becoming less diverse. Poor gut health impairs nutrient absorption and increases inflammation. Seeds provide prebiotic fibers that feed beneficial gut bacteria. A healthier gut means better digestion, better absorption, and less systemic inflammation, all of which are critical for muscle building after 75. Eggs, while nutritious, do not offer this gut-supportive benefit. Let's make this practical. Imagine an older adult who starts their day with a warm bowl of oats mixed with ground flaxseed, chia seeds, and a spoon of hemp protein. At lunch, they enjoy a vegetable soup enriched with blended pumpkin seeds. In the afternoon, a simple smoothie with almond milk, berries, and hemp seeds. In the evening, a light meal with steamed vegetables and a sprinkle of soaked sunflower seeds. This is not a high-protein bodybuilding diet, yet it provides steady, high-quality protein, minerals, healthy fats, and fiber throughout the day. Combined with light movement, this approach can slow, stop, and even partially reverse muscle loss. One of the most empowering aspects of this strategy is that it supports independence. Stronger muscles mean better balance. Better balance means fewer falls. Fewer falls mean a lower risk of fractures and hospitalizations. Muscle strength is directly linked to longevity and quality of life. This is not about appearance. It's about being able to get up from a chair, carry groceries, climb stairs, and live life on your own terms. It's also worth addressing fear. Many seniors fear change, especially dietary change. Eggs may have been a staple for decades. The idea of relying on seeds may feel unfamiliar. But this is not about removing everything you know. It's about adding something powerful that works with your aging body rather than against it. Even replacing just one egg-based meal per day with a seed-based alternative can make a noticeable difference over time. Now let's talk about consistency. Muscle building after 75 is not fast. It is gradual, steady, and cumulative. The goal is not rapid gains, but sustainable strength. Seed proteins support this long-term approach because they are gentle, nourishing, and supportive of overall health. Many people report improved digestion, better energy, reduced joint pain, and more stable blood sugar when they shift towards seed-based proteins. These improvements indirectly support muscle building by allowing the body to focus on repair rather than inflammation or stress. Another critical point is chewing. Dental issues are common in older adults. Seeds, when ground or blended, eliminate the need for excessive chewing, making them accessible to those with dentures or sensitive teeth. Eggs may be soft, but they still require digestion that may be compromised. Seed powders and pastes offer an elegant solution. Let's also talk about mindset. Society often tells older adults to accept decline. This is a damaging narrative. While aging does bring changes, decline is not inevitable to the degree we are led to believe. The body retains an incredible ability to adapt, even in advanced age, when given the right signals and nutrients. Seed protein is one of those signals. It tells the body that nourishment is available, that repair is possible, and that strength is still worth maintaining. If you are caring for an elderly parent or loved one, this information is especially important. Many caregivers focus on calories rather than nutrient quality. A diet heavy in refined carbohydrates and low-quality protein accelerates muscle loss. Introducing seed-based proteins is a simple, affordable, and practical way to support muscle health without adding complexity or discomfort. Now let's address safety. Seeds are generally safe for most people. However, as with any dietary change, moderation and awareness are key. Those with specific allergies should be cautious. Introducing seeds gradually allows the digestive system to adapt. Drinking adequate water is important to avoid constipation when increasing fiber intake. These are simple considerations that ensure a smooth transition. As we move toward the end of this discussion, it's important to zoom out and see the bigger picture. Muscle health after 75 is not about one food or one exercise. It's about creating an environment where the body feels supported rather than stressed. Seed proteins contribute to this environment by providing gentle, complete nutrition that aligns with the realities of aging digestion, metabolism, and inflammation. So let's bring this together. Muscle loss after 75 is common but not inevitable. Protein is essential, but not all proteins are equal at this stage of life. Seed-based proteins, particularly from hemp, pumpkin, chia, and sunflower seeds, offer complete amino acids, anti-inflammatory fats, essential minerals, gut support, and easy digestion. Compared to eggs, they often provide superior absorption and overall support for older adults. When combined with gentle movement, hydration, and consistency, they can help rebuild strength, improve balance, and enhance quality of life. In just a few sentences, here is what truly matters. After 75, building muscle is still possible when you choose protein your body can actually use. Seed proteins provide not just amino acids, but the full support system your muscles need to grow and function. If you found this information valuable, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let me know in the comments what topic you want to see next.